What's up, chat? Back and ready to talk about some NBA basketball. About a month in. Haven't made one of these since the off season, really. I mean, the beginning of off season last. I think it was Tom Thibodeau getting fired. That's the last one I remember making. So got the Mike Brown Knicks. Guess we'll start off there with my Knicks. Had a slow start to the season, but that's expected. New coach, slightly new team, not really. Some added bench players, but they're picking it up. As I'm recording this, they just beat the Hornets by about 18. Didn't get to watch that one, but they're playing well. Game before that, they did lose to the Celtics. But this time OG's hurt right now. He hurt something and he's out for a few weeks, but that was a week or two ago, so he should be back soon. So definitely missing him. Got old Deuce starting up. He's playing well. He's got that grit to him, so not OG, but he'll get it done. Also, Shamet is out. Oh shoot! Shamet is out. Out for kind of same time, about a month or so. Kind of missing him too. He's been great. He had that legacy game there against, I don't even remember, but I'm watching that game and he dropped like 32. That was a legacy game for him. I had to, might have to get a Shamet jersey for that one. But the Knicks are playing well. They are 14-7, third seed right now, catching up to the Raptors. They just beat them, so they're getting there. But they're definitely picking up. Definitely everyone's falling into their role under Mike Brown. Like how everyone's playing. The only thing I noticed with Mike Brown at the beginning of the year, nothing really crazy because it's obviously the beginning of the year. Wasn't really playing the guys like really. I don't know how to explain it. Like Jordan Clarkson would play 8 minutes one game, 20 minutes the next. So kind of weird what he was doing there, but he's kind of just getting a feel for the rotations and guys that fit together, I suppose. So Jordan Clarkson actually found his rhythm there after the first week or so with the Knicks. He's one of those guys. It's great to have off the bench, dude. A spark plug, microwave score, just right off the bench. He will, no shots. As soon as he gets in the game, they're on a fast break, he will pull up for three. And it might go in, it might not. But that's the kind of confidence we need. He's not scared to shoot. He gets to the basket, does his thing. He's a good spark plug off the bench there. Moving on, though, I guess we'll kind of go towards, probably the Thunder, man. These guys are crazy. I made a video. I was making a video earlier and it messed up, and I was kind of talking about them. Dude, they're like 22-1, one of the greatest starts ever, and their second option, the All-NBA guy, he didn't play the first 20 games or so, and they've lost one game. So he's back. He didn't even play well his first game. Now, I haven't really kept up with him too much since, but dude, there's something else, dude. They definitely need to be studied. Their rebuild. You got to think that at the end of the day, some of that's got to be luck, right? Because some of those guys are second-round draft picks. It's like, I don't know. It's also one of those things too. That team's so well built. A guy like Isaiah Joe, just fit like I don't know, like would he be good on any other team? Probably. I'm kind of yapping here, but they just did well with drafting. There's not much more to say. They're one of the best teams ever, looking like a dynasty. Shea, freaking great, dude. He's a hooper, dude. He brings a good swag to the NBA, dude. He's just got that swag, dude, like AI almost. And he always talks about how he loves AI, so it's always great. Yeah, he's definitely got that swag though. He's got the mid-range game, almost I guess old school game. I mean, he's crafty, he's got a good handle, and he loves that mid-range, dude. I haven't watched too much of the Thunder, especially I'm on the East Coast here, and they their games are at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So it's kind of tough to watch. I tried watching their game last night. I don't even remember who they played, and I turned it on. I fell asleep before it even started, so that tells you there. But that first game of the season, I was able to watch because I was so excited to watch Thunder Rockets. That was the first game. Went into overtimes, double overtime, I think. And Shea did his thing, dude. I mean, you gotta love watching them play, dude. Yeah, the mid-range. I love the mid-range game, dude. Yeah, I love players like Shea, that D-Book. That's the thing that sucks. I can't really watch too much of the West because of work. I gotta get up so early, and they always play so late. So whenever they play, they come to Madison Square Garden, I'll be able to watch them, or whenever they make their East trip, I'll be able to watch them a little bit more. But yeah, that's about it for the Thunder, man. Shea's a dog. Mid-range game, he's keeping it alive along with a couple others. That team's just well built, greatly built. Yeah, that's about it for the Thunder. Kind of want to shift towards because today they're announcing Giannis is talking with the Bucks and seeing if his future's with the Bucks or with another team. I keep seeing things with the Knicks. I hate to keep bringing up the Knicks, but it's kind of hard. That's like the number one place you're hearing. I also kind of heard, it made me think, the Thunder. That would be pretty cool. I don't know, though. The Thunder are just so good. It's like, do you need him? I mean, he's like a top player in the league. So it's like, if you have a chance to grab him and not give up too much, that's up to them. But I don't know. I wouldn't be too worried. I mean, I don't know. So I'm more intrigued with the Knicks. Kind of seeing some trades. Cat would have to go. I saw one. It's Cat, OG, and a first-round pick, and some in your 20s, the next few years. I don't know, dude. It'd be tough, dude. Giannis is a top player. I don't know. It is hard. Cat's such a great player, but his defense is what hurts. It's kind of too, going back to the Knicks. He kind of had a slow start to the season. Of course, they just played the Hornets, and he had like 35. So he's a great player, obviously. All NBA, All-Star. He's a great player. But yeah, kind of had a slow start. But that'd be a cool destination if Giannis got to go there. I'm not sure how they would do that. A Cat would be in it. I would hate trading OG, dude, because I like OG, but it's kind of one of those things. But yeah, kind of moving on. One more thing about the Giannis deal here. I think he did get hurt tonight, though. Unfortunately, it was a non-contact injury, and I kind of saw on my Facebook there, it said, I hope it's not what I think it is, meaning probably they're talking about an Achilles. I didn't see the injury, but he was on the ground and he looked disappointed. Hopefully he's good. Definitely praying he is good, because that would really suck. Obviously, if he got hurt, that would be horrible. Bucks had a pretty good start too, and they lost like 10, 8, 9 straight. They're like the 12th seed. But that man Giannis, dude, yeah, he's a great player. Obviously, top player in the world. He's great. But moving on, kind of want to talk about the Lakers now. Really like watching the Lakers. That's probably my second favorite team to watch. Other than the Knicks, obviously. And I would honestly argue that I like watching them about the same, if not more, just because of that man Luka and Austin Reeves at this point. And I was kind of saying earlier, I'm on the East Coast, but if they're playing at 10 o'clock, 10:30, I'm gonna stay up a little bit to watch their game, especially if they're playing a team like the Thunder. Definitely like to see that man Luka play some ball. He's definitely one of my favorite players to watch. He is my favorite player to watch, him and the Knicks guys, obviously, Jalen Brunson and stuff like that. But yeah, Luka, he really is just a mastermind, dude. I love it. Every play he makes, dude, his little step back, dude, every time I watch them, too, it's like he doesn't miss. He just doesn't miss. He makes the right play every time. He's just one of those guys, dude. One of the masterminds, dude. But, yeah. Yeah. He's just one of those guys, dude. Yeah, sorry. He is just one of those guys, dude. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, just one of those freaking guys you love watching, dude. Great hooper, mastermind of the game. He needs an MVP, dude. It's crazy that we're living in a time where his stats that he puts up, 38, he's averaging like 35, damn near a triple-double, and he's not he's in the race. I think he doesn't have enough games right now, something like that. But he needs himself an MVP and a championship under his belt. He'll get there though. That Lakers team kind of just happened all of a sudden, dude. They weren't ready for it. Yeah, they just were not ready for it. I gotta learn how to cut some stuff out here because I'm losing my train of thought. But yeah, they got to build that team around them a little bit better. They got DeAndre Ayton, so they're looking pretty good, dude. Austin Reeves took another jump. LeBron just came back. They're about 15-5. LeBron's been out. Can't really bank on it. He's a freaking old man. Still great, obviously. He's one of those guys. He's just another mastermind of the game, dude. He can play, just because of that IQ, that vet, that greatness, the championship mentality, the GOAT status. I mean, I think he's the greatest of all time. Granted, I wasn't able to watch MJ. I wasn't, around. I got to see highlights. I've watched games of him playing the Knicks and stuff like that against Ewing and stuff, and he's pretty good. But the small sample size I've had, I like LeBron James. He's just an all-around. He's just the best player I've ever watched play basketball, dude. Yeah, that's about it with the Lakers, man. 15-5, playing well. Austin Reeves took that jump, dude. I mean, not really even a jump, dude. He's just always been so good. I'll tell you a story real fast about Austin Reeves, dude. Back when he was in college, playing for the Sooners, Oklahoma, he came to my town and played my hometown college team. Me and my mom got tickets. Went out, watched it. Full team of white guys, right? My team loses. They lost by, it was a blowout. Austin Reeves was on that team, and he torched them, dude. That man, I was like, who is this guy? I was mad because it was just a white guy. It was essentially me hooping, but cooking my college team, and yeah, that kind of sucked. But now I'm a huge, I'm a big Austin Reeves guy. Yeah, big Austin Reeves guy. Love watching him play, dude. He's real good second option. Hopefully they lock down with the Lakers. I'm not sure what his contract is and stuff like that, but I like him with the Lakers, dude. He fits well with Luka, dude. And they seem to have good chemistry already, dude. The short sample size, I guess it's been a year or so now, but they're always joking, hitting full court shots together. They're just a skilled duo. Defense is a little bit lackluster, but as time moves on, they're young guys still, so as time moves on, they'll build pieces around the defense. They'll get the defense going, but those guys are pretty great. Moving on, I mean, we can talk about the hot start. Bulls had 5-0, 6-0 maybe, and then they took that L to the Knicks, and they're just lackluster now. They don't got a lot going on. Oh, I know something here. So Chris Paul today was just released by the Clippers, and I heard it's because of his the way he was talking in the locker room and stuff. Like, him and Tyronn Lue didn't have contact for a couple weeks, and that's kind of weird. They said his lead, like the way he was talking to the team and stuff like that, they didn't like. Kind of weird, because Chris Paul's one of those guys. He's just trying to win. And what sucks about those Clippers right now, dude, James Harden, I keep saying it's funny, dude. He's lived long enough. He's been in the league long enough to become the hero, dude. He is the hero we need, dude. Thunder own their pick. If these guys do not make the playoffs, the Oklahoma City Thunder will have another top pick. So there is one man that can save us from it all, and that is our guy, James Harden. It is our guy, James Harden. He's doing everything he can right now at the right age of whatever. Step back threes. I'm seeing a vintage Harden, and we need it. We need it, dude. We need him. That is a guarantee. We definitely need him to do something. But yeah, I mean, they're not doing great. I don't know. I'm kind of yapping at this point, but they're not doing great. James Harden, he's doing everything he can, dude. They just lost to the Heat. Former Clipper Norman Powell took them. So that's kind of a funny story there. I really like Norman Powell's game, dude. He just he does it. He's always, even watching him with the Clipper, I mean, that's just the player he is, obviously. He's just always done it in a simple way. He's not dribbling 24 seconds to get his shot off. It's transition buckets, transition pull-up threes, 30-foot threes. He's hitting them. He gets the ball, he shoots it, or he puts his head down, drives in, and does it. He's a good creator downhill. He's a good creator with his. He's a good finisher. That's what I really like about his game. The fast break pull-up threes, I love those. Or just coming off a screen pull-up three, 30 feet, boom. So that's a pretty good team down there in Miami, dude. Especially Tyler Hero's back. He's playing well, dude. He's another one of those guys. I haven't really gotten to watch him since he came back from his injury. But he seems to be fitting well. They're winning games, dude. He's a pretty good ball player, dude. Pick and roll player. I am interested to see when I do get a chance to watch them play. I am interested in how he fits with this Miami team, because Miami kind of switched it up, dude. They, running fast pace, things like that. They're not sticking to the ball, passing it around, and he's gonna fit well with that. But he's one of those pick and roll guys, so kind of excited to see that. But they got Spoelstra, dude, one of the greatest coaches, Hall of Fame coaches. So they'll figure it out. That's a guarantee. But yeah, dude, great hoop so far this start of the season. I haven't even brought up Jokic yet because that's what sucks, dude, with work and stuff. I wish I could just watch all these games. Haven't even really got to watch him play. Have gotten a small sample size when he's played the Spurs. Wemby's been out though with his injury, so did get a small sample size with him. He's one of those guys. He's figured out the game from what I've heard, and like I said, from the small sample size I've seen. I mean, dude, he had 55 against the Clippers, and he essentially didn't miss. He shot like 70%. I'm like, dude, what? Like stat line wise, I don't even know, dude. That's like what? So yeah, he's figured out the game. Trying to think what buzz has been around. Ant, I haven't heard much of Ant this season, but I will look sometimes at the box scores and stuff. I'll see he has a smooth 40 points, so he's doing well up there. They need to make a move though to get over the hump, dude. Because if they play the Lakers again, I don't think they got it. They need a PG. They need something to get over the hump. Looking at standings wise, things like that. Yeah, definitely need a PG. Cycle over to the Hawks. I meant to say Warriors, but the Hawks were on my mind, so we'll go with the Hawks first. Trae Young's been hurt all season. Whenever he was playing, though, they started off real slow, and let me tell you something. I'm not a big Hawks guy. I don't really watch them. I am very intrigued to tap into one of their games here soon, though, because of this dude, Jalen Johnson. He's making some buzz for those Hawks. They're winning games. Even Nikhil, Shai's cousin, dude, they're hooping, dude. And I really like that. They're winning games. I'll look. Jalen Johnson's got a smooth 25, 10, and 7, a couple of steals. He had a big game the other night, 40 points, 5 threes, 5 steals, 10 assists. He was doing his thing. So he seems to he seems to be stepping up. Like I said, even Alexander Walker, he's dropping 35. So, dude, I'm thinking for me, like I said, I don't watch too many Hawks games, but I think about moving Trae, getting some more depth. They got that guy Kristaps, making some moves, dude. I mean, unless you want to try to add him to the offense, like I said, I don't know. I know Trae, obviously, he's a great player, but maybe he comes back, maybe they're elevated to another level. But from that small 3-4 game sample size that we saw with Trae, they did not start off too hot. He wasn't playing too well, but it was a small sample size, very, very small sample size. So kind of one of those things. They're not going to trade Trae Young, I would assume. But he comes back at the trade deadline. They are essentially worse, with numbers, eye test wise. Maybe it's one of those things. But Trae talked to Ja Morant, even LaMelo Ball, but there was some buzz for LaMelo, but he shut that down. People were saying maybe he wants traded, and he tweeted, I guess, clown emojis, what I've seen here. So kind of one of those things. But Ja, Giannis, so those guys on the trade talk. So those guys, really about it for that. Yeah, big, real fun season so far. I wish I could watch more games. Kind of one of those things though with work. Can't watch them all. I try to watch as many as I can. Even want to tap into the Pistons, dude. I really like Cade's game. He's one of those guys too. Doesn't really do a whole lot. He just does his move. I saw this one, video. He nasty move, dude. A couple videos actually. nice in and out. He just makes it look simple. It's like he's obviously trying, but it's like he's almost not. Like just the in and out, slow mo, just to the basket, to the cup, and he does his thing. He's playing well, MVP caliber. Not saying he is an MVP. They've had a real hot start to the season. They're first in the East. Will they keep up with that? Hopefully. One of those things, though. Raptors also had a pretty good start. They're evening out a little bit, which I was kind of surprised about just looking at the way their roster is built. Bunch of forward play there, but seems to be working for them. Let's move on to the Warriors here. Let's talk about the Warriors really fast here. It's essentially the Curry show. That man has to drop 50 for them to win. He's looking like an all-NBA player at the age of 37, 36, 37. And he's my favorite player of all time, so I love that guy, dude. He is what made me fall in love with basketball more than, I always loved basketball, but watching that guy play, dude, 2015, whenever he's on that come up with the three-point shooting, I always liked shooting, so whenever I saw him hitting, the freaking against the Thunder, Curry from way downtown, bang! But, yeah, dude, favorite player of all time. He's my GOAT. I said earlier LeBron's the GOAT, and he is the best player in my opinion, but Curry, always in my heart, he's the GOAT. That guy's the GOAT. But, they're really not competent with him off the bench. What? With him not playing, he got hurt, dude. They're not doing well. They just played the Thunder. Jimmy Butler did his thing. They lost by like 10. They're not beating the Thunder, especially without Curry. That's really it for the Warriors, dude. They need to do something for Curry, dude, because I'm sure he obviously wants to compete, especially if he's playing at this level at that age. He's only got, he'll always be valuable. Kind of like the same thing with LeBron. He's just that great of a player, that great of a shooter. He's not going to lose that shooting. It's kind of really it for NBA talk. I'll try to post some more, especially as the season goes on. I'll probably do more Knicks talk, because those games I'm tapped into for the most part, especially when they're on ESPN, Peacock, Amazon Prime, things like that. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys later. All right, deuces.